Accidents happen. One of the most common is dropping things from above. From soup cans, to pots, to frozen food items, your surface needs to be strong. DuPont Corian solid surface is durable, which makes it a good choice for use in high-impact areas. The following tests will show sample materials' impact resistance levels. Let's see how they measure up. A typical test engineers use to assess this type of strength is called the Gardner impact test. This test evaluates the impact resistance or the toughness of a material. Impact resistance is an indication of the material's durability. What we will see in the following demonstration is the superiority of Corian solid surface as compared to granite, laminate, and tile surfaces. In the first test, the DuPont engineers place a sample of Corian under the impactor, which is sitting on top of the test sample. A weight inside a guide tube is raised to a predetermined height and then dropped on the sample. For this demonstration, we are using a Corian sample, and the weight is set at 120 inch-pounds. This weight is equivalent to the force a 4-pound object would have falling from 30 inches high onto the edge of a Corian countertop. In a residential environment where accidental impacts may cause damage to your countertops, Corian resists visible day-to-day damage. In commercial installations, which tend to be subject to much more abuse compared to residential environments, Corian is an excellent choice for high-impact areas such as wall cladding in a healthcare environment, where gurneys and other heavy objects are often slammed into walls. Now that we have seen how well Corian performs, let's compare its strength with other surfacing materials. DuPont engineers will reduce the impact weight to only 100 inch-pounds and place a sample of laminate underneath the drop pin. Watch how the lower impact force damages this laminate surface. Notice that laminate does not shatter, but does show a large dent in the surface material. This damage is irreparable, and the entire surface will have to be replaced, which is costly. Much like the laminate sample, polyester solid surfaces traditionally have lower impact resistance than an acrylic solid surface, like Corian. Let's try another material. This time, DuPont engineers will show how the impact affects a sample of granite. Granite traditionally chips and fractures at a low impact energy compared to Corian. Granite is a natural stone, and sometimes natural stone has fissures in it. Fissures are grain boundaries within the material that are inherent weak points in the material. The strength and impact resistance of granite is highly variable due to these natural fissures. These fissures may or may not be visible to the naked eye. Like the previous test, you can see the engineer center the sample of granite below the drop pin. This demonstration will begin with a weight of 50 inch-pounds, less than half of the weight that was used in the first demonstration using the Corian sample. As you can see, there is chipping of the material, which is irreparable damage to the surface along a fissure. This is a crack mark resulting from an impact to the granite surface. Remember, this was only at 50 inch-pounds, less than half the energy used in the test with the Corian. Now, we're going to move up to a 75 inch-pound impact and see what happens with the granite. At 75 inch-pounds, we see that the granite actually cracks and breaks apart. This is still a much lower impact energy than what we demonstrated with Corian, thus demonstrating the superior durability of Corian as compared to granite. The final comparison is to tile. The tile sample impact amount will be set at 100 inch-pounds, which is still a lower impact energy than we observed in the initial test of the Corian. This example will show one of the inherent problems with tile. When tile does suffer an impact failure, it shatters or cracks and will need to be replaced. It is a costly venture to pull up and replace the tiles. Here, we see the weight drop on the center of the tile sample. Remember, the weight is much lower than the weight used with the Corian sample in the beginning of the video. Let's slow that down in a replay of the shattered tile. From this series of tests, it is apparent that Corian solid surface can withstand more falling weight than its competitors, demonstrating the superiority in material durability of Corian in regards to impact resistance. Whether you drop a grocery bag full of cans on your countertop or are designing the high traffic area of a restaurant bar top, Corian is the surface that will withstand the issues accidents create. Corian: strength, beauty, low maintenance, and design flexibility. The original solid surface by DuPont.